Time again, we've seen the early morning raids, deadbeat dads hauled off in handcuffs, forced to be accountable to their kids. What we rarely see, though, are the good dads in court, struggling, fighting for the chance to be with their children.
Fox 29's Joyce Evans has our story of a local dad who refused to give up on his little boy.
This kid is now designing print ads for people like Target and Walmart.
Andre Daniels sounds no different from any other proud papa.
He's in the senior year of Savannah College of Art and Design.
Bragging about his only son.
Destined to be anything that he chooses to be.
He's emotional, not because he doubted that his now 18-year-old son would flourish. Andre worried that they wouldn't make it here together.
And quite frankly, it's beyond baby mama drama.
He feared Andre Jr. would grow up not really knowing his father.
I couldn't have that. That just did not seem like the order of things.
He traveled from New Jersey to Georgia for visits when Junior's mother, to whom Andre was not married but had a good relationship, moved from Philadelphia to near Atlanta.
I missed him.
His nightmare began, Andre says, when Junior's mom died in Georgia and he went to get his little boy.
I thought that I would leave with my son. However, the family on my son's mother's side thought otherwise.
But the worst battle, he says?
There were times that it would even seem that the judge was even hostile.
Several judges, he says, and he's not the first father to claim bias against dads in custody or co-parenting cases.
It seemed like if you're a man, particularly a man of color, an African-American man, and you're standing before the judge, you were there because you did something wrong. No, I submit, Your Honor, I'm standing here because I want to do something right.
This retired Air Force Gulf War veteran would not stand down.
It was times where I almost felt like giving up. And I remember one time he would say to me, he said, "Dad, you imagine, my mother will never see my first dance. She will never see who I will marry." And it was just one of those things where I had to be everything.
But he needed a lot of help.
What we have across the street is the Target house.
Private Eye Mark Guralnick.
It's not as much the old-fashioned spying and surveillance as you might think.
It depends on the case, because he's also a former newspaper reporter. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for witnesses, I'm looking for facts, I'm looking for photographs.
And he's a family lawyer, licensed in 9 states and 4 foreign countries.
I actually had to physically appear in courtrooms in 3 different states fighting over jurisdiction, who was in charge.
Andre got custody of his son after 4 years of hard fighting.
We often hear, particularly with black men, that we're not responsible, that we don't stand up, that we don't do the impossible.
I think we're making movement, but much more can be done.
And Andre is still fighting as a councilman in West Hampton, New Jersey.
Because we need to give the motivation to other men that yes, you can fight.
He's working to take his New Jersey fatherhood advocacy and resource program, PRIDE, nationwide.
This place has kind of become sort of the epicenter.
Through the National Parent Teacher Association, while still mentoring boys to become responsible men.
When I have a young person stand up and say, "Mr. Daniels, can you write a letter of recommendation for the National Honor Society?" Or, "Mr. Daniels, I've been accepted to this university, and it's all because of you."
That's what you say.
He's still winning. Joyce Evans, Fox 29 News.